On a dim autumn morning, an elderly white-haired man had been bedridden for days. Pale-faced, he breathed faintly with soft gasps now and then. His daughter-in-law approached the bed with warm medicinal soup, whispering gently, "Father, it's time for your medicine. You'll feel better after drinking it." The old man slowly opened his dull, lifeless eyes and waved weakly, refusing the medicine. With a helpless sigh, she set the bowl on the nightstand and gently wiped his forehead with a damp cloth, her face etched with worry. In the afternoon, several relatives and friends came to visit, gathering around the bed with solemn looks. Standing at the bed's foot, the old man's son quietly wiped away tears and whispered, "Father hasn't eaten or spoken properly for days." As dusk fell, the room grew darker. The old man closed his eyes tightly, his breath growing even fainter, his chest heaving shallowly. His daughter-in-law sat vigil by the bed, clutching his dry, withered hand tightly, her eyes red-rimmed as she leaned down occasionally to check his breathing. Late at night, only a dim oil lamp lit the bedroom. Suddenly, the old man slowly sat up, his eyes clearing. "I'd like some porridge," he said. Overjoyed and surprised, his daughter-in-law hurried to reply, "Right away. I'll make it for you at once." She rushed to the kitchen, quickly lighting the stove to cook the porridge. Soon, a bowl of steaming porridge was ready. She brought it back to feed him, and he sipped slowly, finishing half the bowl and looking much more alert than before. Early the next morning, the son hurried to share the good news of his father's improvement with relatives and friends. They came again, and seeing the old man leaning against the headboard and able to talk, they all smiled happily, saying, "Wonderful. The old man is going to get better." In the morning, a white-haired wise man arrived at the door with a walking stick. The son hurried to greet him. The wise man asked, "I heard the old man is gravely ill, so I came to visit. How is he now?" The son told him joyfully about his father's sudden improvement. The wise man entered the bedroom, sat by the bed and felt the old man's pulse, his expression growing grave. He stood up, pulled the son and relatives outside the room, and said softly, "This ain't real recovery, it's a glimmer before the end. You need to prepare yourselves." The relatives looked confused, not understanding what he meant. In the courtyard, the wise man explained patiently, "A glimmer before the end refers to a brief period of improved spirits in a dying person, like the last bright glow of a setting sun, bright but fleeting, before everything fades into stillness." The relatives' faces fell as they listened. In the afternoon, the old man's face turned even paler, his breath growing faint again. He closed his eyes and never opened them again. His daughter-in-law called out anxiously, "Father," but he gave no response. Seeing this, all the relatives burst into tears. In the evening, the old man lay peacefully in bed, his breathing having stopped. Relatives gathered around the bed to mourn in silence. The son whispered, "Thanks to the wise man's warning, we got to bid Father a proper farewell with no regrets." Key takeaway. A glimmer before the end originally refers to the brief return of vitality in a dying person. Later, it was extended to mean a short-lived revival before a thing's final decline. It reminds us to view temporary changes rationally, cherish the present sincerely, and treat our loved ones well.